taste that beat?
Stick to the roof of your jamming mind. Don't let it stop, don't let it stop. It's peanut butter Phlox'em time.
Spread it thick, don't let it flop. We're spreading on.
Oh yeah.
We're spreading on. Keep it creamy now. We're spreading on.
Oh yeah.
We're spreading on. Keep it creamy now.
It's peanut butter Phlox'em time.
Yeah, can you taste that beat?
Stick to the roof of your jamming mind. Don't let it stop, don't let it stop. It's peanut butter Phlox'em time.
Spread it thick, don't let it flop. We're spreading on.
Oh yeah.
We're spreading on. Keep it creamy now.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Phlox'em. And this is such a special day. I'm so excited. I think we've wanted to do this for a while. Other people in our locals have wanted to do this too. So I'm hoping this becomes more of a routine thing, but this is the first, and it's a pretty awesome one. I've got Magic Duck here, Roy from Team Reapout. If any of y'all know him, I've been at plenty of Vault Tours and stuff. Sorry, you can say hello.
Yeah, I've been to a few Vault Tours, but it's like you said, been wanting to test a few matches out with the new sets coming out. Be fun to actually play some of those.
Yeah.
Since TCO, love TCO, but they probably won't be able to get those up and running that soon.
Yeah,
after
and
the
that
set
was
comes
really
out.
what sparked this, right? It's
Yeah.
like we want to play Amber Skies the day it comes out and share that with people because like it's going to be super awesome. There's going to be tons of new stuff. Also, tokens of change.
Yeah.
Also, maybe more mutation. I don't know if we'll be able to get that like
I'm sure we'll be able to get a
as
few.
fast, but yeah, our store definitely is getting a good amount of that, so we will do some of that too. But first, you all get to see Roy clobber me in NKFL.
We'll see. We'll see. There are some of your decks that I think actually straight up beat mine, but
Well, 3 of them are gray, so I'm already at an advantage to
right,
2 gray.
exactly. But I have some matching archons, which I appreciate.
So, really quick rundown for those of you who don't know. Nordic Keyforge League is a league run out of the Nordic Keyforge League server, I guess. It's a very long-standing online league for Keyforge, and it runs the Hexad format, which is basically you bring 6 decks. So we each have our 6 decks here, our 6 Archon cards. And what's going to happen is we're going to do a ban a deck, save a deck, ban a deck. So we're both going to be left with 4 decks total, and then we play 3 of those. You can't use the same deck twice. And in the league, and we'll probably do this too, you play all 3 games, regardless of if someone has won 2 already, because every game, every key matters.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic format. Like, I love this format so much. The league is on season 24.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah.
We're both playing in the league. We're not in the same division, so this is just a like exhibition match. There's no stakes here except for my pride.
Also get some practice. There's a couple of these WoW decks I haven't played in a minute, but
yeah, and just to see like how bans work, because I think like that can always be surprising. Like the first couple of games, people ban differently than you expect, and then you have to kind of throw your whole game plan out the window and do something else. So there's a lot of good just in practicing, and it's just fun. Like we both are bringing, I think, decks that we love playing. I've probably played against yours more than you played against mine.
Yeah, I think I've consistently only played against maybe 2 of your decks in your lineup, 2 or 3.
Because
you definitely played against all 6 of these.
Yeah, well, you've taken several of them to Vault Tours, right? Bordet, I think. Oh,
yeah.
maybe not.
Yeah, Bordet, I've taken. I don't think I've taken to any of the other ones. It's just been Bordet so far.
But you were practicing in case you were gonna bring them. Because what is it? Is it Hella? The one with the? I've played against Hella a lot.
Hella's a lot of fun. It's great unfathomable control. Double Brick Nasty with Warrior token. And then the Saurian is also kind of fun with double Legionary Trainer and 3 Pale to Insignificance. So with my tokens being not 1 or 2, can definitely help me out.
And the only tokens I'm bringing are skirmishers, so they'll just get mauled by that deck.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, so we are going to do this. So really quick, this is a new thing for me, so let me know if it doesn't work, but there should be commands to see both of our Hexad lineups. I made some tags for them on Decks of Keyforge, and if you see under our names there, there's the exclamation mark, Orion, or MDuck Hexad. If you do one of those, you should get a link to be able to see our decks so that we don't have to sit here and explain every one of them to you, because I would love that. But we want to actually play some Keyforge.
Yeah, the match, I love NKFL as well. The matches are on the long side, so you definitely need, during the league, you definitely have to make sure you have the time investment to like put towards the match.
Do you think they've gotten shorter?
I mean, so mine is an even split: 3 Grim Reminders, 3 Woe. I think if people bring lineups maxing out through Grim Reminders, probably going to be slower.
Which we were talking about, right? That Grim Reminders can end the game on like turn 6 or 7.
Yeah.
But those turns take so long.
Yeah.
That it can still be like the full 45-minute games. We're not going to time these. I don't think that's necessary. But cool. You ready to start banning?
Yeah, let's do it.
So I think how we're gonna do this is we're just gonna pass these Archon cards across the table, and then we'll kind of pull one simultaneously. We'll kind of put them face down here, and that will be band number 1. And welcome in, people. So we got Cloggin, Sunday, Riku. Riku, I'm sorry we couldn't play Hexad with you. Maybe someday you'll fly out here and do this.
Deal
But,
with the Texas heat.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Vietnam heat's got to be up there too.
I guess that's fair.
And Zoc, what's up? Yes, I am planning to be at KFC. I haven't gotten tickets yet or anything, but I am very, very hopeful. I think both of us are planning to be there. Should be a lot of fun. So I spent so much time thinking about this. I think I know what my first ban is.
I think I do too.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Yeah. So we both
Here we
ban
go. Yep.
GR decks.
Makes
Gorlami,
sense.
welcome in. Get the camera. Is that just a saying? Is that because Roy's on camera and we're all excited about that?
Yeah.
Okay, so we both ban GR. We talk about these really quick because they're both very scary decks. Mine is Mars Rule of 6 combo with Zip the Implanter, so it can do it from hand. Got lots of good Geistoid to enable that, and then a very aggressive Equidon. You've played against Jaden probably the most.
Yeah,
these.
yeah.
You don't like
we spoke about Bordet a second ago. That deck has consistently beaten that deck. Just I have had no route to winning in that matchup. So
It's probably my best all-around deck.
Yeah.
I love it. It doesn't have artifact control, but it's vicious.
and mine is a very stupid Geistoid with Spectral Ruth and Island of Misfit Toys and double junk. So it's just like it can just get the entire deck literally into your hand. Also has double deep probe, so it's fun to just be like, oh cool, deep probe.
I punted that immediately.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we can do our saves. So again, we get one save, and then there'll be one more ban. And this is really, like I said, I think I know what the correct choice is, but there's also something I want to do. Because I have a guess at what your second ban is going to be. So I actually thought so much about this, and I'm still not ready. And this is going to be a good test just for, what makes sense to save. I brought decks. So I didn't bring as much GR or Winds of Exchange. I got a little bit more variety, probably because, I have a problem in this. I like variety more than winning, I guess, but...
Yeah. Yeah. So I did end up saving
Bordet.
Bordet. Yeah.
And I saved Pharaoh, which 2 more GR decks. Makes sense. So... yeah, we won't talk about why we save them, I think, because that might influence when we play them or if we even play them. That is one thing about Hexad is you don't technically have to play the deck that you saved.
Yeah.
It's all about the matchups once we get to that point. So, got these all. What was I saying about? Streamer brain is gonna be fun. I do this a lot, and I still know just do it. Actually having to interact with someone is gonna be totally different.
It's weird because I know there's people on the other end of this camera. I'm just used to talking to you.
That's fair. Yeah, I think I know now what my last band needs to be. We can talk about this because there's so many things I have to think about and things that I've done with my lineup in the past that I just don't know if I can do anymore. I brought a lot of variety, but I brought several decks that I think have decent matchups into GR. So I came in to this league hoping to not have to ban GR 2 up, with both of my bans. We'll see if that's what I ended up doing here or not. But that also means I have to kind of be careful to not get into, Okay. So that's why I say Pharaoh, because that's my only other high creature control deck, which was kind of a problem.
Yeah, I think the rest of these have some very interesting speed lines. I think this one has a speed line that I won't be able to outbeat.
So yeah, Hatterberg is actually my sealed deck that I got at the KFC last chance qualifier, and it got me pretty far in that. I actually got it world barely, mainly because Linus declined his, I think, but it still got me there. Very disruptive and can be very fast. It's a little bit draw dependent, but also has a lot of creature control. So I got rid of Hela. I think all of your Winds Exchange decks scare me, but double Befuddle with double illusions is just awful.
It's a fun Unfathomable pod. I thought about bringing this to a Voltor. The main issue is that it has a Rant and Rive with 2 capture pips on it. And so
It's so sad.
yeah, it's just every time I see that, I'm like, man, this was almost so good. And it could still win games.
Okay, so now we should hold on to these because now we have to choose which ones we're actually playing. Welcome in, Dinobot and Quick Draw. Good to see you all here. I'm so happy to be doing this. Thank you so much for driving. So this is one of the reasons why we haven't done this we haven't done this before is one, I wanted to really get my setup figured out, actually get better at like OBS and stuff, which I feel like there's still some stuff I could do, get better mics and everything. But the other part is I just live so far away from other people in town here. And so you made the trek.
Yeah, luckily I didn't realize the game stores are kind of like in the middle.
Yeah.
So it's nice to like stop, get some coffee, and then head here.
Yeah, and so like when we play on our locals, it's like 20 minutes for me to get to the game store and probably about that for you. So, but to get to me, all the way to me is a little bit longer. We could try playing there. I would just definitely need better like sound stuff. Okay, for this one, do you want to do like the token thing?
Oh yeah, we can do that.
There's a lot of different ways you can do kind of selection stuff if you're playing in person. This is another way where you kind of just have your different tokens and then you have one of each of those kind of in your hand and then you pick one and that'll be the one you're playing. So that way you're not really giving stuff away.
I should also.
Now I just gotta remember what your decks do. Let me know if you want to see any of these actually.
I actually think I have. I think I might have yours pulled up on my phone because I was kind of looking at it this morning.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, what am I gonna do?
You've got Burdett is the one that you saved. I saved Pharaoh. So yeah, so you still have 2 hypnotic commands left, and I know in both of those decks they are.
Yeah, they're
so
pretty
nasty.
dangerous. They're pretty dangerous.
One of them takes a little bit more setup and requires me to have a board. You do have this stupid card that forces me to play a creature, but that is something I'm gonna have to watch out for. Okay. I think
I'm ready, but definitely take your time.
Ren.
Ren.
Oh no. Okay, and I picked Esme. So Esme is actually one of my newest decks this season. It's a Coda deck with just so much fun stuff. But it does not do fantastic into Winds of Exchange because it's light on creature control. So I maybe should have thought about that. Left that as a later option.
It's still going to be interesting because is there a Kaboom in here? Yeah, so I have a Kaboom.
So I could already have my own stuff.
Yeah, dangerous against that deck with the antenna.
Does yours have artifact control? Is that the one? I don't think I banned the one that does. That one still might.
No
Auction
artifact
off?
control.
It's your other one that has auction off and
Yeah, Crescent has destroy them all
destroy them all.
and auction off. You're right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but this one just spits out a bunch of rebels and then is it Psychic Network and Hypnotic Command?
No, just like
This
this
one just
network.
says Psychic Network. But if I'm not doing a lot of creature control, that's Psychic Network. And this is the 3 mix.
No, that is
okay.
that is Crescent's. Yeah.
So
No,
I think of the two WoW decks you could have picked here, that's probably the better one for me.
I was assuming you were gonna actually go um, something that would just make a bunch of amber quickly, or Brainstem Antenna. I think I banned your double. Did I? I don't even remember my second ban now. The double Grey Rider deck.
No,
No. Okay.
that's Oppenheimer.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
So I was expecting you to play that one or the other one.
I might have
helps me
already.
deal
So
with that.
this is where Hexad is just tough. I might have already lost this matchup because I picked this first. I think both of those decks probably would have been better first try. Oppenheimer was the other one I was thinking. Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
It'll still be fun. I love playing this deck, so regardless if to win, because Esme is just so much fun. So it's double Brainstem Antenna with some good Mars stuff, and then some master plan with double miasma and stuff, and you don't have a key cheat, so those miasmas actually get very relevant at the end of the game.
Yep.
And Logos is doing a lot of archiving and some small creature control.
Yeah. This deck I like a lot because it has Maverick, Scylla, and Charybdis and Equidon.
Oh, there's so many big creatures in this. It's so hard. Okay, odd or even?
Even.
Okay, so I'll be going first. Cloggin, I would say it does not. Hexad does not eliminate decision paralysis. It gives you agency though. So again, like I was saying at the beginning, you don't necessarily have to bring. Maybe I didn't say this. I might have said this to myself when I was thinking about what I was going to say when this stream was going to start. It really gives you the opportunity, one, to bring non-Archon level decks that are a lot more specific in what they do, like Esme. Esme is much more kind of a like niche, like has very specific matchups which are very strong, which is why, again, I think I should have learned this playing against Riku. I should not have picked this first. Like, this is just a bad game one pick if I'm thinking about it in that way. But you don't need decks that can just win against anything, because you can ban the Archon level decks or like the Voltor level decks and then try to... Ooh. Oh, this is a very interesting hand. I'm going first. I think I'm going to keep this.
I think I'm going to keep as well.
All right. So game one, here we go. I did not put anything on here to keep track of scores. Maybe I'll do that after this game. Just add a quick little numbers thing. But yeah, the decisions of like what decks to play. And at this point, once you're in this section of like it's 4 versus 4 and you just have to pick one deck to play against another, if you still have any bad matchups, it's still kind of a crapshoot, right? Like you might just get unlucky and pull your worst matchup. Like this isn't the worst, but it's close.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's like you said, that's why I like this format, because I think getting matchups in your favor is easier to do here than in like Triad or even Archon, where you literally don't have a choice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Mars. I'm gonna play Incubation Chamber and Compod.
Okay, notable about my deck, I also don't have artifact control.
Go ahead.
So this could get a little rough. I'm gonna go Shadows though. I'm gonna play Nexus, Dodger, and a Miasma. Let's see. So we got our keys on there. Okay, I think I'm gonna do Amber over here. This is the one thing we didn't quite figure out, just to make sure Amber is visible. I'm gonna pass there.
Sure. Awkward start for me. We'll go Equidon. I'll play Tiari Esquire and Charybdis. I'll do a damage to Dodger. And I'll pass.
Okay, Charybdis is the before fight I lose one.
Right.
That's annoying. Reveal a Mars creature from your hand. This deck. So I have Nexus out, so I could use that incubation chamber.
Oh, that's true.
I don't have a Mars creature in my hand. I am gonna go back into Shadows here though. And I think it's actually worth it for me to. Yeah, I'm gonna fight Esquire, so I'll lose the Amber,
Okay.
and then oh, you don't have.
I don't have Amber to steal. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm still gonna kill him.
Okay. Where do you want the token?
Left side. So I don't want that hanging around. I'm going to light out both of them. I'm going to Nexus Reap to still tap your incubation chamber.
Fair enough.
And I think I just... This is so annoying. I should have done this in different order. I'm just going to discard Pawn Sacrifice.
Oh,
I
interesting.
think I don't want to kill any of my creatures right now because I'm kind of forcing you to have creature control.
Yeah.
That's my turn. I don't know if that was a great turn. There's also plenty of skill involved in this game, which on camera I am, or in general. I just need to get more reps in. I think I've been saying that for a long time, but I just don't play enough to really have kind of just sequencing of turns like that as ironed out as I would like, which is why this is great. Again, for this being an exhibition match where it doesn't matter as much, I'll make some mistakes and learn from it.
I'm gonna go back into Equidon here. I'm gonna play Belligerent card, let you draw a card.
Yep.
Play Charybdis. We'll do the damage to Nexus this time.
Yep.
I'll play the Visible Hand. You can see my hand here. I'll make 2 tokens. I think I'll take out the Titan mechanic here. Yeah. All right. And then I'll ready and pass turn.
Okay, I'm going to go into Logos. I'll play a Spangler Box. I'm going to Twin Bolt to take out both of your tokens.
Ooh.
And then I will Scrambler Storm you, so no actions.
You hit Second Network was one of those.
Wonderful. I'll take that. Back to you.
Okay. I'll go Brobnar. First, I'll Omni the Chamber, put Vatminder in my archive. And then I'll play Jarl's Fend, Elf. Oh, no actions. No actions. That's fine. I will ready and pass.
Okay. This is an interesting call for me. You didn't discard the Smith. I know you have it from
Visible Hand.
Visible Hand. I think I will. Have you gained Amber this game?
No. No.
What are you doing?
I mean, I would have just gained Amber,
Come on.
but you stopped me from doing that.
Seems a lot more lame. Could give you an Amber by fight. Oh no, I don't give you one. I just lose one if I fight into Charybdis. What the heck?
It's so interesting how Charybdis and Scylla just being in a different house altogether is still like a pain.
Yeah. This is super awkward. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna call Mars. I'm gonna start out with a battle fleet. I'll show you 3. Draw 1, 2, 3. Yeah, did not get where I wanted to be here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put Brainstem on the Nexus. Gotta think about this for a second. I will play Chuff Ape, which makes him ready, and Mars. He will reap. And I'm going to use Compod.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chuff Ape is stunned. I will show 1 to ready him. And then unstun. I'll play Grabber Jammer to ready and reap. And I'll use the incubation chamber for nothing. And I will pass turn there, check at 7, and draw 1.
All right.
So close.
I am going to go Brubnar.
Yep.
Helpful fight, Chuffy.
Okay. So 3 damage, and I lose 1.
I'll play Broken Axe Outpost.
You have Amber.
Finally have Amber. I will play Ragnarok Prep. Make a token. Make you lose 2. I will Fresh Marks. Destroy the token. Will Exalt, Dodger, Nexus, and Chuffy heals itself, right?
Yeah.
I think it's better to put in the Grabber Jammer.
Yep.
Trying to decide if it's worth it. No, I'm gonna play Vow of Blood.
Login wants you to fight. Okay, so that's 2 damage to each damage creature.
Yes,
Bummer.
to each damaged
So you
enemy
get
creature.
2 off of these guys. So they're both dead. And Chuffy goes to 5.
Why fight when my enemies can bleed out?
Because it's the noble thing to do.
I now have more creatures than you, so now I can smith.
Reaping is easy.
Gain 1, then gain 2 to have more.
Could have wiped the board. Not in Brobnar, I don't think.
Yeah.
Jarl doesn't have splash attack. He just, I don't think he could kill the Grabber Jammer here. But is Jarl going to kill the Chuff Ape?
I think it is worth it because I lost my Kaboom. I don't know if you saw that. My Kaboom was my token.
So I am getting a little bit lucky on some of the discards here, but that means you're also cycling fast.
Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and trade there. I don't make a token, which is what I was trying to consider to do, but it's fine. I'll pass, check at 9.
Okay. I will call Shadows. I will miasma you. I will
Can I see your Archon again? Are you about to...
Nerve Blast.
Yeah.
I think let's kill the guard.
Got it.
And steal 1.
Yep.
And then I will master plan and stick this under there. And I'll pass my turn there. Check at 7. You don't forge because of my asthma. Someone used my command. Let me know if that link doesn't work though. I think they're both the correct like permission level or whatever of the DOK links, but you never know. Awesome. Thanks, Logan. Now you can just laugh at my lineup.
Let's go Equidon here. I'll play a Puzzling Trinket. Hit the armor.
Oh, yeah, armor.
We'll fight.
Yep.
And then I'll
Incubation chamber, not compound.
Incubation Chamber, thank you very much. This Rebel. And I will Trading Frenzy. We'll capture 3 on the Charybdis. You're just going to blow up this Amber. Yeah, it's fine. We'll get Amber. And I'll pass. Check at 10.
I'm having to fight way too hard for this first key. get there if I do that. Okay, I will call Logos. I'll master plan to play Effervescent.
Yep.
You saw coming. I'll get one chain.
I lose 5 there. Wait. No, I just lose 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There goes.
It's 2. I'll go ahead and Spinbolt both of them. I will Scrambler Storm, so no actions. I'm going to discard Dr. Escotera, and then I'm going to Spangler Box the Charybdis. And drop a chain, draw 2, say check at 7, back to you.
No actions?
No actions.
Okay. I'll come Mars. I will pick up my archive. Let's play Weaponsmith. That Minder. Make a token. I will Compod. I'll show you Rebel, Iron Captain, Iron X Propaganda, and ready these 3.
Okay.
I will put Iron X Propaganda on the Weaponsmith. I'll gain an amber. Damage will be dealt to the Weaponsmith's armor. Let's really wish I had Psychic Network. Reap.
Well, you couldn't play it this turn anyways.
That's fair. Make a token. Scooch these down. We'll reap. I will play or deploy Iron X Rebel with an Amber Pip. I'll just go ahead and gain the Amber. Ready these 2. Reap. Make a token. Reap. Reap with this Rebel, which will just ping the armor on the Vetminder. And then we'll play Iron X Captain. So each friendly Iron X creature captures 2. You'll capture 2.
Game, probably.
We'll do 2.
Oh, welcome in, Sydney. Happy to have you here. We're having fun until right about now. Mistakes have been made.
It's crazy how much this will just burst from the
Can't believe you
Compod.
had so many of those.
Yeah. Well, it's the Compod, right? The Compod just makes
Well,
it
just
fire.
how'd you have so many Mars cards in
Oh,
hand? It's really weird.
I mean, I archived Fatminder a long time ago, and then the Rebel.
Yeah. So I guess that's only like. Yeah, that's just not what I needed. That for sure is not what I needed. But again, like this is where it's like, this is just still not the matchup this deck wanted because the Scrambler Storms are not nearly as effective against this deck as they would be against like one of your GR decks.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do a sad little Mars turn here. I'll play a Mind Warper with a Brainstem Antenna. I'll play Blipip to ready the Mind Warper. Go ahead and action onto this guy. And we'll Squawker to ready an action onto this guy.
Yep.
And back to you. I'll drop the 6.
All right. I'll forge for 6.
Also, none of the logos archiving up till now, which has happened with this deck sometimes where it just,
The logos doesn't come up.
yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna scooch these down just a touch. We're gonna go back into Mars.
You have, I don't know if you might have a little more room where you could just circle around.
It's not gonna be that much, so we'll see where we go. So we will reap, ping,
Yep.
reap, ping, reap, ping. It's just one. Reap. Make a token. I will Compod. I will show you Scoop Up
No.
and Harvester. I held the Scoop Up last turn
Yeah.
because I couldn't play it. Already my Weaponsmith and this Rebel. And then we'll Reap, kill it. Reap, make a token. And then we'll Reap 1, 2, 3 more times.
Okay. So this is where, again, in the NKFL, you don't want to just concede games like this, even though it is looking pretty rough for me. I still want to try and get at least a key out of this because every key
matters.
So I will go into Shadows. I'll toss a bad penny. I'll play a Secret Needle, and I'm going to Nerve Blast this guy.
Yep.
So I'll steal one, and then gain those 4 off of him. And that's my turn. Back to you. You'll Forge. And I'll say check at 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ready. We'll go Mars. I'll play Scoop Up. I'll treat that as a capture pip. Scoop Up to Pelf. And then Reap, make a token. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are just the tokens, and then 1, 2, 3. Is it okay if I'm doing it this way? Or
I mean, it doesn't matter. You've got this.
Okay.
And the fact that you've
yeah,
got the key, we could probably just be done.
GG.
Okay. Now. That's why we're doing practice games.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yep. Yeah, I've seen that deck. Like I feel like archive the Mars stuff and get the Mars stuff kind of like on board or online. Which is what I was worried about. Like if I don't match that speed.
Yeah, and it's really like, I think what I say is just, I just should not have picked it as deck 1. But against your lineup in general, I guess it doesn't mind one of your GR decks as much. But there's too much woe, and I wasn't going to ban 2 woe decks. I thought about it for a long time, but I could not let you have the Spectral Ruth deck. So
Nope, that is I think that's a good ban for sure.
some choices here for deck number 2. So you picked that one. So you got 1 woe and 2 GR left.
Yeah.
I think I've got my choice.
I think I got mine.
Oh, I guess we didn't do the token thing this time. Oh well.
Yeah, it's fine.
Ready?
Yeah.
Burdette versus Bacho. I think this is what
A matchup you want?
Well, I think
quotes.
if I want to play Bacho against you, I think I need to play it now. Because you save, because I just assume you save your 2 artifact control deck for last so that I can't play this one. So you basically lock me out of this one. So if I assume you're doing that, you don't have any other artifact control. This one has...
It just has the big one as artifact control, which is tricky because it has the 2 near future lenses. It has come up, interesting enough, where even though I have 2 near
Wait,
future
does
lenses,
this one have the well too?
it has a well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my deck has Jar, Eden's Jar, so that's why I'm kind of... I think it has a pretty decent matchup into GR from what I've seen. It I don't know if it really cares too much about your recklessness. Like that's the very like
Yeah, is there autoencoder? That would be the dream for you,
no.
right?
If there was an autoencoder, I would be.
I probably wouldn't. This would be the worst matchup for me if that's something I need to think about. I didn't even think about autoencoder being in the field.
That happened when we played. So we did Vault Assault. Or no, that was actually our Keymander game.
Yeah.
But you had autoencoder and I kept playing like recklessnesses and stuff. But,
Yeah, but I couldn't find my autoencoder. It was in the last 5 cards of the
but then
Keymander deck, which is
decidedly
forever.
did not archive Keyfrog and lost yourself that match.
Yeah,
So
definitely haven't lost sleep over that decision.
this will be a very interesting matchup.
Yeah,
I think your Brobnar is not
Brobnar's
bad.
powerful. You can jar the well, but I feel like that just incentivizes me to play the big one, especially since you want to play creatures.
I think I jar in here somewhere. There's just too much value in it. You can get your well back if it gets milled. It's more worth it.
That's fair enough.
And then with the big one, I just have to look for Snudge if I'm scared of it going off. Try to bounce it.
Yeah.
But sometimes this deck doesn't. I mean, it doesn't want its artifacts getting blown up. But sometimes it doesn't care too much about its creatures getting blown up. Especially when I've got like double Bravels and stuff down. Like
I like this.
that against your Brobnar might actually be really nice. Keep it from doing splashes and stuff. So I love Bacho
Yeah.
so much. I don't know that it has great matchups into everything, but that's kind of like the trick with like my whole lineup is kind of like that. I think Jaden and Pharaoh are probably the only ones that have like decent matchups all around, and even Pharaoh's a little bit tricky because it doesn't have good tools against like heavy control. I don't think, but I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
I feel
do
better
like
about this
Bacho a lot,
matchup
too.
than Ottery.
Even.
Again. And a lot of it can depend on how fast I get some of the artifacts, right?
Yeah.
Which going first isn't bad. Bacho is my
Your only artifact control is Snudge.
Bacho is my engine builder deck. It is lots of artifacts, and if once they're all down, the deck just sings. I love it.
Yeah.
I'll stick with this.
Or Mulligan. Couldn't Mulligan fast enough. I'm surprised you didn't lay out your red penny, Matt.
I should have, especially if I'm playing Bacho. Bacho only has one red penny though, but it's just like I don't know what all looks good against this like on here. Like I don't know what
Yeah.
gives enough contrast, you know. So I gotta be careful of that. Smash sleeves on this deck. They're so close.
Tisk tisk.
Well, someone wanted to play a bunch of Keymander, so I kept tearing my decks apart and putting them back together. In here somewhere. Now the game begins.
Oh man. I'll fling for the
Okay.
amber, and then I will play heavyweight Mork.
I'll call Logos. I will QMech draw. QMech draw. Pass back to you.
I'll go
This will be really interesting.
Geistoid, Touchstone, Angler, and discard Veil.
One amber. I'll go ahead and go Shadows. Drop a Miasma Bomb. I'll play a Rad Penny to hit Touchstone and steal one. And I'm gonna Dark Wave. And pass back.
Let's go Brobnar. I'll play the big one.
Do you have Reaper? Reaper?
No.
Okay.
I wish I did in this deck.
That's also pretty huge.
Yeah. Play another heavyweight Morg. I'll hit Rad Penny. I'm gonna hit this already damaged heavyweight Mork. Reap. Brothers in battle for Geistoid, but I have nothing to fight. And that takes that's my counter. And I'll pass.
Okay. I'll call this. I will Rabble, discard Snudge, Stirring Grave, Snudge.
Interesting.
It's tempting to play him there because then you are. I mean, you could still just fight with Touchstone. I think better way to go for now.
You have a scale. What is it? What is it?
Oh, Essence Scale.
Else is it Essence? Yeah,
Yeah.
Essence Scale.
Yep.
Right.
That is the one.
Okay. We will go Brobnar. I'll play a brick. I will fight. I'll lose 3 and gain 1. So I'll net 1 there. Reap. Dealt with this one. And gained 1. This goes up by 1. And then I'll recklessness.
I'm sorry.
Get these
that's bad.
off-colored ones.
I'm sorry. Trader.
Don't mind seeing the Nexus gone.
Nexus. Okay, I'll take the Rogue Ops con.
Yeah. I was hoping you'd hit in here somewhere since I can't play it anyways. Let's see. All right. That's all she wrote. I'll pass turn.
Okay, I will go Shadows. I'm gonna vandalize you. Do you draw?
My eyes are closed. Let's see.
Ugh.
Still not haunted.
Discard that. I will play Spike Trap, Amber, and a damage. I'll go ahead and kill this guy.
Yep.
One goes up. Oh no, no. And I'm gonna discard Shoulder Id. Back to you.
What did Chloe say?
How volatile are the scrap effects when we're looking at Eaton's Jar? I mean, it is definitely a consideration.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Are you haunted?
9. But like it doesn't stop scrap effects, right? It's kind of the thing. So like I have to think about what he can still do even if I ban something. So something like Jervy. But I think there's just some things you can't get around. So like the what is it? Well, no. People were asking if this stops the missile officer Myers combo. And because they said
cannot be played. So
right,
I mean,
but because they said Brio stopped it, I think this should too. But that's because the ruling for Master of the Gray is stupid. Like the way that it's worded right now, it does not make sense that it stops resolving pips if you played them. But that's the current ruling. But because of that, the wording on this is not different enough in my mind for it to also not stop it.
it's a great question. For,
It does. No, it does. I don't think it does.
Know.
But based on that ruling, I think it should stop.
I'm still
combo.
I'm still not convinced that I agree with that ruling. I don't know. It's not up to me.
It's all based on how the Master of the Gray FAQ is. Because Master of the Gray says they do not resolve pips when they play a card. But the ruling in the FAQ says that also counts for if it's
like mimicry.
resolving pips as if you had played the card.
So,
Which doesn't make any sense to me, but that's the current FAQ ruling.
yeah.
You all can look this up if you want. I don't like it, but that's the current way it's ruled, which is why Brya would also trigger if you try to do the Myers combo.
I'm gonna go Brubnar. Down to size. You have nothing to bring down to size, and then I'll just reap 3 times. Check out 7.
Call Logos. My archives. We'll go ahead and that's at 5 right now or 4?
4.
Should it be at 5?
Because it was these 2,
Oh, I guess I've been
both
discarding
Rebels,
creatures.
yeah, and then the brick.
That's 5.
Oh, I guess it would be 5. I don't know when I missed that.
Did we miss that? Anybody catch if we're off by 1?
Corrected. I think we are.
It doesn't matter because I can only play 4 creatures, so. But I'm thinking about trying to just pop it here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna call Logo. Yeah, I'm going Logos. Play QMX, draw.
Yeah.
Play QMX, draw. Did not.
What are we at 6? We should be at 7. My math is slow today.
I'm going to Diametric Charge here.
1 and then 2.
We'll play Titan Engineer. Pop Spike Trap. Which kills this. And does 3 to Engineer. Play Munchling.
We're at 9.
And wrong ordering. Taxing for 7, but I don't have another stop. That means I it's gotta be P. Oh, you have it for 7.
All right.
Nice.
All right.
We also got Daisy wandering around on the floor. I might pick her up later so you all can see the real star of the show. I need to get a Daisy cam. TTR's got the Eddie cam. Check it. Oh, it's not checked because of this guy.
Yeah.
I am at 6. Go ahead and play your dumb.
Are you hunted now?
Yes.
Can't see your Discord.
Ah.
I guess if I
Wow.
am forced to play a creature, I just blow everything up. Which I don't hate. So I can play Brabble.
Okay. We'll get her up here, Sydney. Maybe after this game, we'll get a Daisy sighting.
Yes.
She is adorable, but I was telling Roy a little bit of a butt. She's kind of so she doesn't have Dachshund in her, as far as we know, but she acts like a Dachshund in that she's very like possessive of her people. She's like, me and Jill are like her people. She doesn't really like many other people.
Yeah, she's at least come up to me. She just doesn't want me to give her attention.
She is
just wants
susceptible to bribery. Okay.
Okay, let's go, Geistoid.
Have it over with.
I'll be your Geist, one of your Brabbles.
Okay, so I lose 1.
Yeah.
So that goes there.
And then
Just
that blows up
destroyed.
everything.
I lose 1. Rabble goes. These go.
And those
Yeah.
go.
Man. That big one is interesting. I haven't played this deck against a big one, I don't think.
I mean, it's rare. I think it's hard to come by. I don't necessarily like it as my only artifact control because timing it is beyond difficult.
Yeah, it's pretty.
In here somewhere.
Also funny about Daisy while he's figuring this out. So she looks like a German Shepherd, but like a 30-pound one. Like just if you just took a German Shepherd, shrunk her, and gave her a little bit like, what's the word? Kind of shorter hair, but like the very like kind of, what do you call that? Short hair is probably the way to go. Like almost like needly type hair. That's just exactly what she looks like. She does have German Shepherd in her, but lots of other stuff.
Sorry, this is actually really hard because I want to archive
big
Geistoid
one.
stuff. I want to archive the big one. I think I get Brotnar stuff here. Let's get Berserker Slam, the big one. I think that's really my only answer to your artifacts. And I'll pass.
Interesting. I don't love it. So you did get the big one?
I got the big one, and I got a
Berserker
Berserker Slam.
I'll go Shadows then. Cuppers to kill. Shoulder id, and then I will look over there at the Cuppers to steal one. And say check at 6.
Okay. Good Brotnar. I'll Berserker Slam the Cuppers.
Okay. 1.
I'll play a Recklessness to do a damage to the shoulder id. Aaron.
I know. Automatically forfeit. Grapple or bone saw, technically dominator bobble.
Okay, see the
some
sick go away.
Starlings.
Yeah.
So it's interesting though, because what you holding? How'd you archive more cards? Or that just the rest of your hand?
It's just this is my hand.
Okay.
These are-
You playing the big one again means you're probably not going to get much value out of your future lenses. So it's like you're also limiting yourself. Question is if it's more worth it to do it that way.
Yeah, I think I have to decide that I'm not going to get value from near future lens in this matchup because I have to answer your artifacts. I also don't like this. So, we haven't seen Dark Interval. So many artifacts are in your discard pile. I'll do it. Play another Recklessness. I'm actually discarding Winds of Death and Near Future here.
Winds of Death. I mean, you just get it back with.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Maybe well. Set the card.
We'll keep doing this side. I've been lucky, I feel like.
Anguish, Nudge, and Dark Moon. And there you go. You can tell that the sleeves don't even mean what house they are. They're just random, different that I thought were the same.
Cool. That's all I got. I'll pass turn to you.
Here, how many cards left?
In deck 3.
Oh, come on. Notice how I haven't discarded the Dark Amber Ball yet. Also, not found it. Fine Sue, welcome in.
Oh,
A little ways in, but good to have you here.
Yeah, second match.
Just assume what'll happens next turn. Is there anything I can even do about that? Probably not. I will logos to Marcos. I go ahead and back to myself. Max draw Dark Amber Ball. All right, let's start doing some stuff. We will do a Lunchling. Oh wait, no, sorry. You don't know. I'm going to reverse time. So I held that a while ago, hoping as soon as the jar blew to be able to reverse time, try and get it back. But I would have needed this to get the draw, and this was just so low. And then you recklessness all my other Logos cards except for this. So I will swap these. We'll see the last two, Positron and Shadowsmith. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not drawing yet. We're so excited to be live playing.
So that means you return the red penny.
We've got, I mean, really the hope is this is kind of like a trial run, which is why the games don't really matter. Just saying that now. No.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bragging rights here for sure, but we really want to do like Amber Sky's release stuff, because very excited.
I mean, Amber Skies, Tokens of Chains, More Mass Mutation, in theory, are basically releasing around the same time. If we assume that LGSs are kind of getting all of that at once in their backing, although I guess they're not necessarily getting Tokens of Change. I am.
Until December.
In my pledge. Right, yeah. But, I mean, with all those sets going on, it'd be cool to also see them go against each other. You know?
Yeah. Okay. Check at 6.
Yep.
Pass back to you. Draw 1. And then we've also, like I said, sorry, you can do your turn, but Big Zest Energy, I think is his online name, is also one of our local players.
Yeah.
He top 4'd Archon in San
Alliance.
Antonio. Alliance in San Antonio.
Yeah.
He also has expressed plenty of interest in doing this, so we might even get like a rotation if he's also willing to make the drive.
Yeah.
So I would love to do this a lot.
Yeah.
There's no chance we do it as consistently as the TTR guys did because they live together, but
We might even be able to do the Vault Assault, too, if we wanted to do the...
that would be interesting to try and get. Yeah, I mean, that'd be fun. It'd be
Oh,
interesting
yeah.
to try and get on the screen.
Yeah,
but
I
that'd
guess
be
that
very
is,
fun. So we did Vault Assault. It was pretty fun. There's definitely a very interesting like board game strategy to it with the like extra cards or whatever they're called.
boons.
The boons.
Yeah.
But it was pretty good time. All right.
I want to play Perimeter Alarm. It does nothing but archive itself. We will Unprepared, Stun, Logos. And I'm hoping to get a little lucky here. Play Event Horizon. Discarding Drixcar. Well. Oh, I guess.
What were you looking for?
I was hoping in here somewhere. My second one.
Oh,
but
yeah,
I guess I
got
got
that a while ago.
Yeah.
That is.
But that's fine. I flip.
Massive.
I didn't draw into it, and I think it's better to just flip here. I'll pass. Check at 6.
Forge for 6.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, because type mechanics.
On blank. I did something. Very, very interesting. I have choices now. It's in here somewhere, actually not that big of a deal if you're not cycling fast.
Man, did you already draw Eames?
I did.
Jeez.
You cut
I was
it,
hoping
so.
I had a little bit more time.
So we'll call this.
Yeah.
We'll play Eaton's Jar.
Yeah.
And I will call. I think I am going to call Recklessness. I already know you've got Brobnar in your archives, and so just slowing down those turns might be the call. And now if I get Essence Scale down, that means if I get. Ooh, that means I'm not stopping the key. Whoops. That's a bit of a problem. Oh well. And then I'm going to Whale of the Damned to punch Qmex, the Pip, and then punch Munchling to destroy.
Oh, I see.
Destroy a creature with no.
Why did you archive
bonus
Munchling?
icons. I will punch both Qmex. I was thinking like, oh, this would be nice for getting rid of the stuns. I'm trying. All right. under a lot of pressure here. Yeah, and I didn't stop the key, which is not great. But I think that was the turn that I needed to take just to try to slow things down a little bit.
Okay. Let's go Brobnar, pick up my archive. I will play the big one.
Yep.
I'll play Heavyweight Mork. The damage pips will go to the Titan Engineer. I will Berserker Slam the Titan Engineer. And then I will Berserker Slam the Munchling.
And one counter on the big one.
And one counter on the big one. All right. Last turn.
Okay. I will call Shadows. I will reap. I will look over there, deal 2 damage, and steal 1. Dark Wave for 2 more damage, and 2 damage on mine. And then I will Rad Penny, that damage,
Yep.
draw, steal. And we'll Vandalize. What you got? Show me that. What do I actually want here? Of those.
You can discard my Recklessness. Much appreciated.
Discard that. Goes back. And 1 counter on the big one for Admin.
Thank you for keeping me honest.
I mean,
I should
like
be-
I
I
said,
should be
it
keeping
affects
up with
both
it.
of us, right? So it
Yeah.
is kind of like a weird thing.
Let's go Starlance. We'll Rogue Up. 2.
Uh
I mean, there's only 1 in here, so I think it's difficult to like play around, right? Yeah. Perimeter Alarm just to reap with my Morg. Because now I just need to force you to have Amber answers. 7, yeah. And I'll pass turn.
hmm. Cultist. Should do it that way. Essence Scale Rad Penny to reap with Shoulder Id.
Yep.
In.
And we discard real fast.
A Anguish and Gravel, so 2.
It should be a 4.
I'm gonna discard Bonesaw
Oh,
just to try and slow that down a little bit. It's back.
Mangy Gravel. Let's go Geistoid. I'll play Infiltrator, discarding Trigon. So that's +1.
Yeah.
I'm also going to play Thoughtcatcher and Boiler. Be +3 in total. So 1, 2, 3.
Just 7.
Yeah. And I'll pass turn.
Versatile means they can be used as though they belong to the house. They do not technically belong to the house, though.
That's correct.
Six to each enemy flank creature. That's pretty fun. Call this. Fight boiler.
Okay.
These 2 die.
Yep. If I can grab it.
Reap with gravel.
That did make me haunted.
Play Snudge. Jar.
Scale.
Sorry, Scale. Anguish. Reap. Bounce.
Yep.
Say check at 6. Back to you. Draw 1.
Okay. Let's go Brobnar. Play the big one. Play down to size on Snudge.
Yep.
Play Brothers in Battle, called Geistoid. Have Thoughtcatcher fight Snudge.
Only 1. It's down to size.
That's why I did that. And I will read. We go to 8. And I'll pass turn.
I'm definitely haunted. Forge for 6.
Yep.
All logos. Take my archives. Play EP. Good. I will Titan Engineer. Emax. Draw. Emax. Draw. I will Umbrabot. Damage Qmex. Draw.
Oh, okay.
Stern. And I will not even drop my chain.
Getting scary. Can I see your Discord file?
Just wonder if recklessness was the way to go or not, but a whole lot I can do about it now. Not having pincerated though has been not good.
I think I go
Just
Geistoid
don't
here.
like it.
I'll scrap Snippy to destroy Umberbot. I'll have Thoughtcatcher fight Qmec. Play a touchstone. I think I'll go ahead and play well. We'll purge Recklessness and Near Future Lens to get Snippy Entangler. I'll scrap Snippy to take out the Engineer. I will play Tangler. I'll pass.
One more on that one.
Yep.
About that 6.
Hit that 6.
Okay. Shadows. Inserter. Miasma Bomb. Spike Trap. Amber. Let's hit. Work.
Good.
Mutant Cutpurse. Damage. Draw. Discard. Shouldered. And 1 on here.
One of these days I'll remember.
Okay. Pass back. 1, 1.
Dead.
Dead.
Yeah, it's the perk of TCO. Although there are times where I play the big one and I just forget it's out there.
Drop chain, drop to 5.
And randomly I'm playing creatures and then the whole board blows up. And I'm like, oh yeah. Alright. This is tricky.
Yeah, this is really interesting to play around this big one. I don't love it. But I know your deck doesn't love playing a bunch of creatures. So I'm hoping 7 is kind of just like the most awkward number for you. And if you blow it up,
Can I see your...
you do lose the Brabble.
Well, the Brabble's hitting me this turn no matter what, right?
Yeah.
So I'm considering... I've Beergeist. I'm considering just taking out the Brabble and then playing it on my turn. Because then it affects you. Could also just get that Anguish. So yeah, I'm for sure going Geistoid. I'm Haunted, so I'll Reap with Touchstone first to draw 2. I'll Action Well. Let's...
It's crazy how much big one actually is. That's funny.
in here somewhere. We'll get Well. We'll get a Recklessness, since I'm not really playing those anyways. Man, this is tough. I'm gonna fight the Mutant Cutpurse. Because if you move into shadows, you Miasma Bomb me, then you at least have 1 less Reap there. And then I'm gonna Beergeist the Anguish. I remembered it, definitely remembered it. I'm gonna discard Lens of Death. I don't have a good opening for it. Pass, check it, 7, question mark. Yeah,
Well,
and then
that
we
would be
pincerate,
Brabble.
and then Brabble happens. That's right.
There's 3. It's at 8.
That 8.
It's just an awful number.
Yeah, I think the big one's actually pretty decent in this matchup because you rely so heavily on those artifacts. You get a few turns out of them, but
So that means I can't even essence scale something. So I have to play 2 creatures. Uh, this has to be the turn. I'm gonna call this.
Mhm.
Play Techno Fiend. Draw 1. Dark.
everything
Draw
draws.
1.
You'll steal
Clear
one.
the board. Steal 1. In. Play Dominator Bobble. Play Brabble. Play a Stirring Grave. 4. Okay. It's just a type engineer.
Mhm.
Pass back to you. Draw 1, 2, and then shuffle draw.
I definitely like that you're flipping here. I'm gonna go Geistway. I'm gonna pick up my archive. I'm gonna We're just gonna purge all of its recklessness, Brixcar, Parry, Lens, Mork, Flank, Brick Nasty. So that is 7
What a card.
wins. Feargeist in here somewhere. Touchstone, Catcher.
I don't think about you. Yeah, should I have just jarred the stupid? I don't think I slow you down enough if I don't jar something other than the big one.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is the first game, I think. Maybe one other game online randomly where the big one was so relevant.
Yeah.
I haven't even got a Near Future Lens online, right? I just haven't had the time to do it.
Right, but if I jar the big one, then you're playing the near future lenses. I just wonder. I need that action to harm me so much. It's just I can stop keys, but I need to have a board and continue building a board.
Yeah.
And I can do that the best if I have artifacts. Huh, interesting.
Actually, I don't want Infiltrator because I'm about to blow up the board anyways.
Yay.
So
Amber control.
we're
Not
just
that it matters.
gonna get Tingler. And then wins.
Okay. 3.
Yep. Patience, young one. We'll get those. It is more of a race, I feel like now, but
That was the other thing I started thinking about. Is I just need to start gaining amber. But again,
7, 8, 9.
this deck gains so much more amber if I'm doing artifact stuff. So It's
Um,
just an interesting one.
I'm gonna discard Tangler so that way I'm haunted. I guess there's no right way to do this. Play Geist to play Tangler.
Okay.
Thought Catcher, Touchstone. I guess I hold on to the in here somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh no, I'm still haunted. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So we'll in here somewhere. The big one? I think it's a little too late on that end. Let's get Perimeter Alarm and Rogue Operation.
Is that the rest of your hand, or is that your archive? Oh, that's your archive.
That's
from
my
Lions.
archive.
Okay,
Yeah.
just making sure to get some of those things like Sheep has little archive token.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's not a bad idea.
I think I was playing against June in Roseville, and she had me because like when you're playing with Near Future Lens and this is flipped up, this gets really confusing. So like turning this to the side helps, but yeah.
Done?
6. Yes.
Take it. Logos. Could have been worse. UX. Draw. Oh, that's a tough pull. UX. Will. Diametric charge here.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Amber. Actually, is it worth it? Because that's getting me to check. And I draw 1. Play Munchling. Play Titan. I think it is best to force this. So we'll reverse time.
Interesting.
I think I probably should have done that before playing the diametric, but
What was in here?
Brabble and diametric charge.
Oh yeah.
And say check at 6. Back to you, and I'll draw 1.
Let's go Star Alliance. I'll pick up my archive. We're going to Perimeter Alarm. I am haunted, so I'll reap with Touchstone to draw 2 and archive the Perimeter Alarm. So I'll draw this one, shuffle, and draw 1 more.
You use first. You are not haunted after when it resolves that part. So it does not get archived.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
That's also unfortunate. You might still whiff. You might still only steal 1. It's very unlikely because it's you. He always steals the maximum amount
That's
on
not always true.
Technorachnophobia.
Technorachophobia I have been
And,
lucky on, but have whiffed.
Whatever the stupid Star Alliance one is. Rogue operations.
Cool. Rogue operation. For 1, 2.
It's a tense game, though. I mean, I'm glad it's
Yeah.
better than the first one.
It's very intense.
A little bit more of an interesting matchup for sure.
Let's play Trigun. Walls. Garcia. I will prototype harness on Garcia with the discard pip. Oh, I choose not to get anything with walls. Discard pip, I will discard Snippy to take out the Titan Engineer. And then Event Horizon. Top action. Geist. Oh, interesting.
I was really hoping for wins.
Um,
Unless you already know it's in your hand. Or did it get archived?
no.
You pulled.
I guess it is. I guess it is
So
in
it
my
would've been
discard.
in your-
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's in your discard. No, it,
So
it,
this
would, it
is-
would have been in your draw, so it would have been possible to hit there. Would have been a little bit better than this.
No red penny. So you have the red penny. Has the red penny.
Hmm.
I'll get Techno Fiend. You wipe the board, I steal one. Sound fair?
You're on 8.
I'm on 8. I pass, I don't draw.
8 will do it. Because I don't have a draw engine. I've got Rad Penny and a Capture Pip.
Nice.
That's it.
GG.
Good game. That was a really interesting one. I'd
That
love
was a
to play
lot
this matchup
closer.
again sometime.
Yeah.
With jarring.
I think that deck, I mean, so
Because I think this just does enough that it doesn't care what the rest of your deck does
yeah.
once it gets going.
Because
If I can just keep the artifacts on the board. Because I keep a board so much better when I have artifacts on the board.
yeah, I think if I'm not blowing up all artifacts, I'm more in trouble, right? If I had targeted artifact removal, sure, I can get the jar or I can get the Dark Amber Vault,
Yeah.
but you know, you get a lot of value from your scale. You get a lot of value from Dominator Bubble.
Still love you, Bacho. This is it's back is what, like a 71 sass too.
Yeah, I
Just
mean
like,
that's
if
what's
you,
crazy,
If you
right?
don't have artifact control against this deck, it
Look how close the game was, right?
it does so much. Like,
Yeah.
once the Pincerators get going and you're just replaying Grabbles all the time, your Q-Mechs keep getting recycled. Like,
I mean, yeah, there's definitely a scenario where I lose to that deck. Like I don't think that's an easy win any day of the week.
because I had Jar turn 1, so if I just jarred the dumb big one,
And then you
I think I misplayed the first time the big one went off too. I should have
Mm,
made you have to pay more for it because you only had to play 1 creature because it was at 9 at the start of your turn. I think that's also a problem, but like how often do I play against the big one to even know that?
yeah.
Okay, can I see what you got left as far as decks?
Yeah.
So again, this is just for Pride now. Officially lost.
Triple generous offer and a permanent record is disgusting.
It's a deck. Hypnotic commands are just so scary though.
And those both happen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I only have one choice here. Ready?
Yep. I'm playing both of them.
My hands are sticky.
Actually, out of GR.
Yeah.
Okay, so GR on GR. So much for our variety stream.
Let me. Yeah.
We'll get that. We can do. And like that's the other thing with this. Like if we do more of these without new product, I would love to get in some other formats. Like I've been trying to think of some stuff like just like a 70 SAS King of the Hill. Like just bring
Oh, that'd be fun.
6 or 7 decks and one just stays on until it loses. Basically, like there's so many simple things we could do just to showcase decks that we enjoy that we don't get to play anymore.
I have a really fun coded deck that's only, I think it's only like a 65 SAS, but it has like 4 Pit Demons, an Ember Imp, a Snudge, and a Rise. But it also has a fun Mars pod, mostly with key abduction being the big thing. But I don't remember. I don't remember what the third house is. But it's not like Logos or Shadows. So it's like the efficiency is not quite there. You can't rely on the key abduction.
Yeah.
But if you get it's Brobnar. And the Brobnar's fine. It's just an average code of Brobnar.
You might have showed me that one actually. Oh, no.
I played it a few times. It's fun. The dis is really what's fun about it, I think. But
Yeah, and that's the other thing with NKFL is there's no like Vaultmaster decks allowed. I think I would strongly consider at least one Vaultmaster deck that I have if they were allowed.
Yeah.
Another deck, it's actually kind of similar to Bacho. It's another artifact one, but it might just be a better one to put in instead of.
I think Bacho has a lot of great matchups.
It does. I just need to know how to play it against some of the newer ones. But we'll see. And again, I think I made a mistake playing Esme first. I probably should have played, I think, Oppenheimer first. Probably wouldn't have been the worst choice. It still also doesn't have great creature control, but it might have been fast enough to just win that game.
Yeah, I mean, if you, how often can you get double Grey Rider just roll a 6-ing?
Not often, because I don't have a way to clear the board before playing them. Like, if I had a Spirit's Way, that deck would be doing a lot more. But I basically have to have, like, Carpet Phlox'em is only board clear. So, it has some other stuff. Like, it has, Lights Out and Shadows.
Yeah.
It's got, like, Seeker Needle, or not, what is the one that deals 1 damage to everything? Whistling Darts, and then it also has the Throwing Stars, and then it has the double Grey Riders, which have plenty of good things to fight with, like the 2 Collector Worms.
You played that in Dallas, the Dallas Bolt Tour last year? Yeah.
Yep, and then somebody named Sith kicked me out. Because that deck also doesn't have artifact control, so
Yeah.
I'm just going to give us a little bit more. Cause...
I'm not sure if Sith is here, but I'm pretty sure I was Sith's only loss in Dallas.
I remember that.
Yeah.
You were.
And that was mostly because I had a nice high roll and getting tokens out and then doing membership
Which
drives.
is also why he was not in the XO bracket for 2LO, which the same thing happened to me in Worlds, where Dave beat Donut's dad in Worlds Alliance. So Donut's dad went down to the 01 pod and then played me. And I lost in 3 turns. So, that was pretty fun. Think you're going to go first this game?
We'll see. Even.
There you go.
And you have no artifact control, which is nice.
What artifacts are in there?
The near future ones is the only one I really care about. We're in Mulligan.
So that was the other thing I could have, instead of this deck, I thought about bringing in the one that had the trophy swapper. That one is pretty scary if you're running things like near future lens, right?
In that deck, I think you also have like a guard, so you can also like kill the swapper and get it back eventually.
Yeah, so that one definitely maybe if I was gonna play 3GR, that probably was gonna be my next one, but I did try to keep myself to 2 just because I wanted the.
You're a better person than me.
I'm in a division where I don't think it's gonna matter if I bring 2 or 3.
I mean,
well, because what happens is both of them get banned, and I save one, and the other 2 get banned. This way, I'm still saving one, and then they actually have a tough decision, I think, for deck the second ban. So that's kind of also part of it. Like there might be some strategy to that.
But if you're going in on the assumption that they're just going to ban 2 out of 3 GR decks, then you can make your other decks.
Oh, my other deck are already specified. I have to get the matchups I want
Yeah.
for this to come together. But
Yeah, I guess you're always probably choosing Bacho, the antenna deck. I forget the name of it. Esme. And that one. I feel like those 3 are very solid options for NKFL. You just have to
maybe. So the problem with Oppenheimer is
creature control, right? That's what you're saying?
it wilts to disruption. So like I didn't want to play it against Burdette because the recklessnesses. I don't want to play it against
Hella.
Yeah. So it doesn't.
Senora Zach.
Well, that's why I banned that one in case I felt like I needed to play Oppenheimer. So after banning that one, that's why I probably should have just started with Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Just try and speed out the win, or just started with Pharaoh. Like Pharaoh is just. You'll see it just generates a lot of amber, so it can kind of getting that first win can be really nice for kind of putting the pressure on those second and third matchups. But you'll notice the sleeves look like they all match now.
Okay. I'm glad you're playing fairly again.
I was just disqualified from this game from the get-go. All right. All you.
This is such a bad hand.
I'm just gonna don't look at yours. I just said don't look at it.
Oh, don't look.
Don't look at that. Don't look at the screen.
Okay.
What? Here's what we're working with so far, and this is just this deck.
Daisy.
Come on, Liquid Squash. What are you doing? You're good now. You can do whatever. This is game 3. So I'm down 2-0, 3 keys to 6. See if I can turn it around here. But this is also a very scary deck. So
Harvest Skimmer, pass.
okie dokie. I will go. So this is. Yeah, I'm just gonna call Untamed. I'll do Circle of Life for an Amber, and I'll play Lodon for an Amber.
She's letting me better.
Yay, Daisy! Oh, it's gonna show Daisy. Hold up, we gotta do a Daisy cam.
Daisy, get ready.
She hates being picked up, so this might not last long.
She immediately falls down.
You can do this. Oh, there we go, sweetie.
Do you need me? I don't want to move it and like mess it up or something. Or do you want to use this camera?
They can kind of see her on there.
Oh, yeah.
Daisy. So this is Daisy, or Daisy Pickles, who I named one of my GR decks after. Like I said, she's like a 30-pound German Shepherd. Like her coat is just like, I love it. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
But she has the attitude of a Chihuahua. She's a little butthead. So, but she loves me.
Yes. You can definitely tell that. It's just like leaning up against you. She's like, yes.
She's just on the size where she's still kind of a lapdog, right? Kind of that. Okay, your turn. What are you gonna Hypnotic Command onto?
Well, Mars, we'll Brash Grabber, Dr. X, and I'll pass.
Okay, Untamed. So what's really fun is what I drew back into here. Sorry, I'm gonna do this because I think it's fun to show people just how dumb this deck is. I think they're gonna. Cause I'm about to play it.
Right.
We're going back into Untamed. I'll play a Rot Feast.
Oh no.
So 1 damage every time I damage, or 1 amber every time I damage a creature.
Get some damage counters out.
I will go ahead and play a Fangtooth Cavern with an amber and a damage pip, and that gets me an amber. And then we'll go ahead and Amber Storm. So I gain an amber.
Yep.
And I'm dealing 6 damage total, but I'm going to get 3 off of the Amber Storm. So we'll do 1, and then let's. Oh, I guess I can't kill everything.
Unless you do the damage.
4, 5, 6. Oh, because that's going to die anyways to the Fangtooth.
Yeah.
So 3 more amber. Okay, end of my turn. Fangtooth kills. Second 9.
Yikes. Geistoid? Energy Vampirism, for no value. Dark Lamp, I'll capture 1. Reaver. In here somewhere. Gotta move these over here. Discarding the top 5. Ooh. Discarding the top 5. 3, 4, 5.
I'll take that.
Yeah, it's,
So the Aberrant Warp event is the one that lets you... Basically, it can force me to play a creature that he can then Hypnotic Command onto. Okay. Board for 6. Right, no taxing.
no taxing.
And we'll call Mars. We're going to go ahead and put a Overclock Shot Caller there. I'm going to Plague Wind, so they're both down to 1 power until the end of the turn. I will Shrink Ray Attack and Distant Void Prober. On the turn, this guy will die to Tooth.
Fair enough. Do you have any creatures in your discard pile? No reason, just curious.
No.
Can't see your discard pile. Okay. Being haunted, it doesn't matter too much.
Oh yeah, I guess you did the in here somewhere.
I'll call Geistoid.
Okay.
Reap. It's stunned.
If you want to keep the Amber.
Thank you. Yeah, that's where I'm used to
That's like
putting it.
the danger is like, I have Amber.
Winds of Death.
Okay.
Discarding Phallic. Archiving.
Okay.
Are haunted.
Good amount.
It's yours. And then I'm going to play Mender and purge the Amber Storm. Last turn.
Okay. I will go Equidon. Permanent record, damage pip will just hit the Mender.
Yep.
We'll go ahead and play Old Tinker, Generous Offer, Steal 2. Oh, a State Sale. And we'll purge the Overclock Shot Caller. It's any non-creature card, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Overclock Shot Caller. Or 2 more.
Jeez.
I will pass my turn. Fangtooth kills the Mender.
Yeah.
I hate that. Let me tell you. If there's any card in Grim Reminders that I hate, 1, because I don't have it, and 2, because both him and Dave C have very good decks with it. I've just lost to that card too many times.
Man. This poor deck is just not having a good day. I have to go Star Alliance and discard Modular Exoskeleton, Into the Warp, and Paradox
You could've
Shield.
pulled your Archives, right?
I could have, but I am not for reasons. And now pass.
Forge for 6.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I am haunted in case that matters.
Really not sure about that card. I think we're just gonna play Mars here. We're gonna UFO
Easy enough.
for him. And then the question is, do I actually play creatures for you? Can I see a discard?
Yeah. The lowest power is going to get destroyed, so.
Right, that still might leave me with 1.
Oh.
It's just not worth it. And this is where, like, I've played this deck against this deck several times, so I
Yeah.
think I know how to play around it, which
Yeah.
helps me a lot in this scenario. I am sad that I can't get value off a Distant Void Prober, but I am going to discard him anyways. And then I'm going to play the Ironics Rebel with a discard pip and discard World Tree. And in my turn, Fangtooth kills that, and I will draw and pass. Stuff is, well, I guess I already played it. It makes it so I can't play the permanent records if I never have creatures, right?
Yeah, but you have a decent. Well, I guess you don't have that many creatures in Equidon. You have 4 things that rely on you having creatures to steal.
4 or 5. Yeah, 4.
Let's go Geistoid. I'll play Energy Vampirism.
Also, there's 2 of those.
Yeah.
So there's
What-
a lot of reasons for me to not want to have creatures in this
Yeah.
matchup.
I'm actually going to boo you here.
Ooh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, I actually don't mind seeing a lot of this go away.
Yeah. Interesting.
All right. Go right ahead.
Yes, we're still in the. Is that what you're asking, cats and dogs? Welcome, by the way. Thanks for joining. Haven't started making the content you've been talking about on Discord yet, but I'll get there. Hopefully this is helpful though. We are in the game 3 of the Hexad, so the last one. Don't like it at all. Because I really want to play these creatures, and I think that is just a mistake. So I actually have something funny. So this deck has the Curse of Spontaneity. So if I've gotten that out earlier, then I would just know if you've lost the Hypnotic Command.
Yeah.
But I did not get it out earlier. I'm going to go Untamed. I will play Grave Pixie, gain an Amber. Amber Storm, gain an Amber. Amber Storm sadly does not hit my own creatures. I think if this hit my own creatures, I would be so happy. But also it'd be even more busted with Rot Feast because that would hit it. And I'm just going to discard Witch and discard Burning Hydra. And on my turn, oh, sorry. I will actually flip, I think. So 1. So ready, draw, and I get to 5, and I do flip. And so this will not get archived. Makes me sad. That's where knowing your sequencing is important. Be ready, draw, then end of turn effects. But this is going to die. Easy. Push.
She not like traffic?
She's usually fine with everything. I mean, she doesn't like other dogs out there. But like she can actually see anything. She has terrible eyesight, and there's like trees all where she's looking.
Yeah.
She just is mad at the world.
Man, I haven't even forged.
Like I said, this is my comeback. If I can do
Jeez.
3 keys to 0, then we at least tie on keys, which would be crazy. Oh no. Did I get 0 in the first game? I don't think I did forge. So I'm only on 2 keys total. Right? I didn't forge with Esme.
No.
I think you stopped me in then because you had that puzzling trinket. So never mind.
Go Star Alliance. I'll play Garcia, give Garcia Prototype Harness. Play Alien Horror, discarding Quintrino Warp with the discard pit. I will pass. 9 and 10 technically, so I guess. Oh well. I don't think I have a way around that.
I'll have to do something on my turn. I think I'm actually going back into Untamed. I'll call Untamed. I'm gonna play a Regrowth. Snag the Grave Pixie back. I will discard Witch of the Eye. Play Grave Pixie. and my turn. Ready up. That dies to Fangtooth. Check at 7. You can stop it in Star Alliance, but have to.
This is so awkward.
Oh, you're back on the 2 amber pots. Thanks. Gotta,
This is where I'm used to
same.
putting it.
And we maybe could have done that because that's normally what I'll do too. I'll do keys. And then
Yeah.
this, but I do like keeping the keys off since they're visible there.
Yeah.
But that keeps them kind of out of the way of the lines because we don't have full vertical space with the.
Taking my archive.
Okay.
Calling Geistoid. We will. Winds of Death? Question mark. Yeah. I say question mark. I am just gonna do it. That just gets Mender and Reaper. You have a bunch of Untamed. Yeah.
I was wondering.
We're gonna play Dark Lamp. I'll be a Stray, which comes into play ready. Harvest Skimmer, and then Reap after 1. And I'll pass turn.
So I've been holding this card for a while, hoping I could actually get value out of it. But I did not. So I think I'm just going to use it against you. I'll call Equidon, and I'm going to play... So what I can do with this deck is there's only 3 Equidon creatures in the deck. And with 3 generous offers, I run out of creatures often. So I'll use this to bring back an Equidon creature that I just blew up to a generous offer to then generous offer it again. I do not have a creature in hand. And so you get topmost creatures.
I guess you had the decision to change this if you want to.
It was you, the active player, when they died.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
So is that how you would have put them?
Yes.
Yeah. It's okay, because I'm going to get to...
I mean,
hopefully 8.
it's just put into play, right? They're not ready. So
It goes to your hand.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't play it. Yeah. So that's why I have to do it with an Equidon creature. Otherwise, I would have done it with one of my own. I don't have them anymore. But so destroy a creature controlled by that. So yeah, return that topmost creature to that player's hand, and then destroy a creature controlled by that player. I'll kill the stray.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to... Oh. Should I do it just for fun? Yeah.
Yeah.
Give you that nice little curse of spontaneity, and then I'm going to shopping spree and discard a Brain Dart, Rebel, and Generous Offer, which all seem like high value cards to not shopping spree, but I do want to see if I can get a Generous Offer in a creature.
It's crazy
So
how
I'll discard
fast this deck is
3.
from not playing creatures. Yeah.
And I... Pass turn, kill a Dark Lamp.
Yeah. Yeah, this sucks. Star Alliance. Play Garcia. Play Palic. Play Sabotage Mission. So maybe I'll be able to forge. I'll discard something from the pit, but then everything gets discarded. So I had this Hypnotic Command in my hand from the very beginning, and I think
Finally got it.
Yeah.
I still don't think I'm going to play creatures, but...
Yeah. Yeah.
Just,
It's the correct.
it's a
move.
moral
the correct
victory.
move. Yeah. Yeah, I'll ready and pass turn you.
Okay, and you're check at 6?
Yeah.
Look at you.
Maybe.
Old Tinker, Generous Offer to steal 2.
Yeah. I didn't think so.
And then I will discard a second Generous Offer.
Okay.
End of my turn, Fangtooth kills Garcia. Pass at check at 9.
I will call.
Oh, you just discarded a bunch of your Mars, didn't you? Because you had already taken your archives from the last wins.
Yep.
Nice.
I will call Mars.
I like this in here a lot too. It's very helpful.
We'll play Grabber Jammer.
Okay.
I will Reap with Palik. We'll capture on the Harvest Skimmer. I'll discard Abductomatic to capture 2 on the Comm Officer.
Nice.
And then I'll play Target.
Don't you do it.
Dang, it is tempting. I have to discard one of these. I'm trying to decide if it's worth. New Frontiers. I don't know.
Oh, we definitely need to make sure. So we didn't catch this on the last one. Since this happens at the end of your turn, you do need to catch scrap effects.
Oh yeah, I don't think I had any.
Or anything, but
Yeah, I didn't have any.
also just for fun, I tried to make an alliance where I gave that to my opponent and then tried to steal it to see if I could just make the fastest cycling deck ever. So I had like
So with the swap, this
3 recklessnesses. Yeah, I had swappers. I had like 2 market fluctuations. Didn't work well. It was very fun to try, but it did not work out. But it is a very interesting card because there's a lot of Grim Reminders decks that would love you to play Curse on them. But because yours is so dependent on that, or can be so dependent on the Hypnotic Command, I think it was the right call to play it there.
Yeah. So I'll pass. Your keys cost 7, so I'm in this for at least another turn.
No check?
No check. I'm discarding Event Horizon and Near Future Lens. It was at the very bottom.
Love to see it. In that case, I am going to take my archives and call Untamed. Beast. I will play a Grave Pixie. I will play an Amber Storm. For 9 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so 5,
Yep.
6, 7,
5, 6, 7.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
7.
Get those 2, and I get 3 more.
Oh, did you do 7, 8, 9?
Yeah, so I killed him and Grabber Jammer.
Okay.
1 damage there, no damage on there. Should be enough.
What you got?
Oh, did you archive from the target?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, what was it?
I
missed it too.
archived Dark Lamp.
Oh yeah. I've just reshuffled. So I'll discard the Witch of the Eye. And then Fang Tooth at the end of my turn. See if I'm haunted quick. I am haunted. Fang Tooth will kill a Great Pixie and it goes to my archives. Check at 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GG. I have literally a capture pip on Quintrino Warp. Doesn't do me good. And then I can capture with Dark Lamp. My only big Amber control is the Hypnotic Command, which you brilliantly played around. So
Well, you discarded the Aberrant Warp so early on. Like,
Yeah.
That was huge. Because that can, like, you could still get me with it. And you have, is it just 1 in here somewhere in there?
there's only 1 in here somewhere. I forgot there's 2 wins in this deck. So the turn that I booed you, I should have just booed myself to find the second wins.
How long did you have him? Or did he come really late? Because that's the other thing, is he can just archive even if it...
The turn I
discard.
played him, I had drawn into him that previous turn.
Yeah, that's also big. Because that can get Hypnotic Command and just keep bringing it back, right? Even if I have something like
That's
this.
usually what I do. I miss out on an extra pit Amber from Hypnotic Command to then play target and then archive the Hypnotic Command, which is usually a fair trade. If I'm Hypnotic Command for 4 or 5, right?
Yeah. Even then, though, he's out here. I could have just left the witch out just to taunt you that last turn.
And
Like, I'm not even scared anymore.
And honestly, with
14 Amber.
the Amber Storms,
So you purged 1. You should have just purged the Rot Feast.
I should have looked at your Archon list again.
There you go.
I just assumed there was 1. I was like, yeah, I'll just get rid of it.
It's disgusting. And I also have the Waste Knot, which got milled by the Boo. But like the Untamed turns can just be horrendous.
I mean, the Shopping Spree can also be pretty dangerous with the because you have 2 Distant Void Probers.
Yeah. And the Shrink Ray. So like the goal is usually to not play Mars very much, which is not normal for me, but
All right.
Yeah, that was some good stuff. 1 o'clock. We haven't eaten. You did bring some sealed decks.
Yeah, I was able to pick up 2 wins and 2 grim reminders.
Wow.
So if you want to do sealed,
How are you feeling?
go.
You got another one in you?
yeah,
Like-
I got caffeine, so I'm able to hang
I
on.
could get more caffeine. I mean, I haven't done wins in a while,
Yeah,
so that seems pretty fun to me.
Yeah.
Want to do that?
let's do it.
Cool. I'll Venmo you for these. Yeah, that was some fun stuff. Congrats, Roy, on the win.
On the casual win.
I mean, like, it's
Yeah.
still, I'm so glad we did that. Not
Yeah.
just for this, but just like to understand my own lineup better. Because
Yeah.
it's hard to practice your lineups, right? Like, you can have the best plan in your head of how it's going to go.
Yeah, because you play the decks on TCO, but you're not really playing like. You want to play blind?
Yeah.
But you're not.
Is that the cultist?
Yeah, you're always getting cultists.
If this deck has Tawiki Kraken, I'm gonna lose it.
Oh my gosh, look how closely we're both Saurian Sanctum. Oh no, we're not. Just kidding. I don't know what. I'm crazy.
Starlines.
Starlines. Yeah.
I have opened out of like maybe 30 winter exchange decks. I think I have like, what is it, 5 to 7 Tweaky Krakens. So just so many
Yeah.
of the worst card in Keyforge. All right. Oh, Priest, not Cultist. Oh, Priest is better. So that means I don't have Tank.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't sure about the art on those either. I'm gonna do a. Yeah, you've already started. So this is an interesting.
Oh, another Jaden deck. Illustrious Jaden of the facility.
Yours is?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I haven't played Woe Sealed for a while, and I feel like I didn't actually get to play a ton of Woe Sealed because I didn't do as many Vault Tours. I basically just did Dallas, and then KFC was.
yeah.
I guess KFC was Woe, but then there was also the Grim Reminders.
It was WoW qualifier, and then we also had the Grim Reminder Midnight Sealed or whatever it was they called it.
So I'm definitely glad to see Unfathomable in here. I don't love the token, but neither of us have like amazing tokens. Although
Yeah.
that guy, if you get some Legionary trainers, he can do all.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to get a few of them because I feel like you still want to reap, right? Like,
Well,
maybe taxing you can be worth it in certain situations, but at most, I can only tax you. I want to reap, I think, at the end of the day.
Well,
right?
so my Sealed Alliance in Dallas Vault Tour last year was Senator tokens with what was it? Edict of Nerotaurus and then Silent Druidus. So like I just made a massive line. It also had
And then you can action them
the
all you
ward.
want.
What's the word one? Pax Oriana. So I could
Oh,
ward the whole board, have the Skyland Druid so that they couldn't like fight or reap effectively, and had the other thing down, the Edict, so they had to alternate,
Yeah.
and then had those guys who could just action instead of alternating. So I didn't have to fight his guys. I could
Right.
just action to raise key cost and then reap with the next one.
Okay.
It had like 2 games where it did that, and then like 3 games where it didn't. I guess it would have been 2, but it was very fun. I really like that
Yeah.
Saurian pod. But unfortunately, that deck's actual token is Raider, just everyone's favorite.
Yeah.
Speaking of, if we're gonna errata cards to be worse, why can we not errata that dumb token to be better?
Yeah. I mean,
It's so bad.
I don't disagree. And you're saying just having it be poisoned all the time?
And skirmish and 2 power maybe. I don't know. I think 2 power poison all the time.
Yeah. 2 power poison, I can give it. I don't know about skirmish. I think doing an even trade is fine.
I don't know. It's so at the Vault Tours, the seals are just going to be whatever the latest release set is. At your locals, they can play either of the last 2 release sets or kind of like the tournament legal ones. If it's just a casual thing, you can kind of do whatever set you want. There's also like Menagerie, which is very fun for sealed until someone gets a cruiser deck and then everyone else hates their lives. But so you get 3 decks out of all tour from the same sets, and then you do sealed appliance with them. So you can kind of build your deck out of those 3. And then it's same thing, 2 LO, so 2 losses and you're out. But you keep on until you get 2 losses with the plans now. So I am playing Lawaro, Spawn of Rajator.
I know I said mine already, but Illustrious Jaden of the Facility. I also really like this Archon, like a owl with like a spiral thing.
That guy's just like trying to offer you something you don't want to buy. It's like, look at it, I got this. I think you want this. So he looks like a priest. Look at this. They're like both doing the like hand in and hand out
the
thing.
priest pose.
Okay. Oh, you have your dice.
I have mine.
It's my turn. I'll call Odd.
Odd it is.
All right, let's see what we got. We're both playing these blind. Neither of us have a clue what is in these decks. These could be some of the hottest decks ever printed. They could already be owned by people too because it's Winds of Exchange.
That's true.
So we might be really sad when we try and scan these, unless they're terrible.
One of our locals, Jam, he messaged me. He was like, I think I got a couple of those duplicate WoW decks because he tried scanning them in. I was like, yeah, that sucks. But I let him know he can send them in so that way they can have the twin of. But
what do you think? Keeping her?
I mean, for blind, I always keep, even though this is a very bad hand, but it's fine.
Ganymede Outpost.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
Okay, Sanctum.
I can't wait to do this with
Mustard
Skies.
I
I can't wait.
I think I'm really excited for Amber Skies because I don't know what's in set. They haven't spoiled it as much as they spoiled GR.
That. Same with Tokens of Change. Like
Sanctum
both
Guardian.
of them are going to be. I probably didn't buy enough for this day. Who knows how many we're going to actually get through? I think I only got like 20 decks of Amber Skies.
I did one of the splits where you can get half Amber Skies, half Tokens of Change. So we'll have plenty to go through.
I think if I knew I was doing this, maybe I would have splurged a little bit more. But this is a weird hand. Let's go. So you just went Sanctum. Sure. Let's go Unfathomable. Play Kamalani. Play a Fubaru. And I'm gonna Illusions. All Sanctum. So if you don't go back into Sanctum, I'll take 3 Amber. I get my Amber. Back to you.
Yeah. We'll call Sorian. Get your Amber. I will pale and insignificant.
If you get 3 of those again, I'm gonna laugh.
Well, it'd be much weirder in this deck because the token is 2 power, right? So
Yeah.
the reason why they're so good in Hela is because the token is 4 power.
Yeah.
Played Plato Pelta.
Ooh, we got the Saurian Scholars that everyone loves.
Absolutely.
Are you gonna kill him?
What are your guys' priests?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll kill it. And then I'll read.
Interesting.
On pass turn. Yeah, it's always hard to know because it's like making you have tokens. Maybe I'm hitting a good card. Maybe I'm helping you dig. Tough.
Okay, I'm gonna call Star Alliance. I'm gonna go ahead and Ganymede this token to the bottom to archive 2 cards. These 2. I'm gonna go ahead and grunt work. So look at the top 3, put them back in any order, and then make a token. Okay. That order and make a token. I'll do that. Sure. Let's do. Oh, that way. That's actually less helpful. I'll play Collector Borin with a draw.
What is the Star Alliance?
Cooking.
It's cooking.
Actually, that's less helpful. What have I done? I should have done it the other way. I should have flipped which one was which there. You know what? Let's just go for it. I will teamwork to make a token.
Hmm.
And then I will courtier to get this out. Make a token.
I want my Pale of Insignificance back, please.
Right here.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. So I had to make one of those tokens, but I think putting some board pressure on you is not the worst.
yeah. I'm gonna go Star Alliance. I'll play Future Booster. I will play my own Gruntwork. 2, 3. Oh, that's sad, but that's fine. I'll make a token. I'll play Rogue Operation. For 1, 2. Yeah, that
I
was
have a
all-
board,
that
but
was
you
all
have
close.
lots of amber.
And then I'm gonna record some history.
Jeez.
I'll show you this request donations.
Interesting.
I'll pass turn, check at 9.
I'm sad that I tokenized that card. It's not help me. You'll go unfathomable. I'll just use my board. Play Gilspine Netcaster. Game Amber. Play Kamalani. Play Skullback Crab. Play Minder. Play Helping Hands. I'm not stopping the key though. That's the important thing.
I mean, sure, I forged 1 key and then
I'm
each
going
3.
to reap.
Yeah.
Reap.
Hmm.
So I think I'll action 2 of these to exhaust these 2. Here. Sorry, I'm turning a little worse. And let you find that red alert or whatever it is you might have.
I wish.
Another pale. Except pale just hits Skullback Crab right now, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Alright, back to you. Check at 7, but you will forge.
I forged for 6. You are 7?
Odd. Yeah, I shouldn't have. I should have let that. I should have hit a different thing with this too. How am I supposed to know?
Yeah.
I don't know what's in this deck.
um.
Oh. How many like hand and shuffle and table hit noises are getting through?
I know, I keep bouncing my
Something-
leg and have to like stop myself.
You all can let me know. I know I don't have like the best mic setup for this. I would like to get some lapel mics if we're gonna keep doing this more, but that also requires some more sound mixer whatever board things that like I hate audio. Just it's the worst. I'm not good at it. It just doesn't work sometimes for no reason. Like it just
Let's go Star Alliance, I think. I'll play a Borin. My own Borin. Give him Echo Collector. Or Reflector, I mean. Getting Amber. Capture. Here, I guess. Reap. I'll Future Boost. think I put this at the bottom. And I'll pass turn.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I call starlights for fun.
that is interesting.
I'm gonna start off with a cultural exchange. Put your archives in your hand. That's the best card ever. Keep thinking like maybe it'll actually be good against something in Grim Reminders, but it's just
I think if that was
God.
somehow, if that effect was somehow an unfathomable and you had catch and release, it would be real good, right? But
I'm gonna play this red alert just for the capture pip. We'll put that on Minder.
Yep.
I will Ganymede Outpost.
Really need to save a card.
This
Yeah.
to archive these two. I'm gonna play most impactful tactical officer moon ever. So I can rearrange the creatures and a player's battle line. I'm gonna rearrange your battle line. So I'm going to put him there, and him there. And then my Collector-Born is gonna fight your Collector-Born.
Fair enough.
I'm going to Reap with Cordier and make a token. I'm just gonna start flipping now.
Just be a snake.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna play another Collector-Born.
Jeez.
Capture another one. Let's go ahead and throw that on.
Where are your
Kalani.
upgrades?
Right, that's I think gonna be the issue with this deck.
Yeah.
Check at 8. I am thankful you don't have Brobnar. And you're still making Amber over there, so like there is still a real chance of you just out racing me if I don't find some Amber control.
I just feel like I really need what is it? A board wipe. It's okay. Because
Anything.
like honestly, I could see you just going unfathomable there and exhausting my board and then reaping with everything else. Stealing, right?
May still do that.
Yeah.
That's what I think. My draws are not looking incredible.
Let's just go Saurian here. I'll reap with Plato Pelta, and he'll let me archive a card. I'm going to
5 power tokens are sorry, keep going. 5 power tokens are interesting. Like the Berserkers are decent if you have the right cards to go with them. The Troopers, same thing. They can be really bad or they can be really good, especially depending on stop gaining Amber. Depending on if your opponent has lots of creature control or not. If they don't have creature control, like the first deck I played in our triad, if you bring 5 power tokens against that, I mean, really, if you bring any tokens, I'm in trouble. Some of the strongest ones are probably like the Scholars are definitely up there, just because they usually come with ways to make them ready. Like I said, Berserkers definitely have a place if you have like Brick Nasties to go with them and stuff. But overall, there's several tokens that can do okay.
Legionary Trainer. I should have future boosted first.
He comes in ready.
Okay, well, future boost.
Let me know if that answered your question.
I'll put that under because I'm going to play another recruit. Make another token. This gets archived. I'm going to action.
He's cost 8.
Yep. And then I will reap. Or, yeah, I'll just reap. 3, 6, 7.
Hmm.
Let's try.
This is not great.
What is the is it 5 power 2 armor?
Oh, the
Bellatorian Warriors. Those
also not bad.
not bad, but I feel like especially if you get a trainer in there, those can feel oppressive because it's just
But they do come
so
with the training
beefy.
costs, which can be really annoying. Someday I'll play Sanctum. But I kind of feel like I should use my board like you suggested. I do some stuff.
you do Forge.
I do Forge. Or 8. We've been cowards this whole time, forging our blue keys first. But we gotta start thinking about that. That'll be so interesting to like, especially sealed. Just like, I think this is the safe one next turn. Just like a
Yeah.
bomb. Like, you should not have flipped that key.
What's the guy that is the yellow key?
Yeah, Viscount Eris.
Yeah, like he's only 2 power, but
Oh, I love
your what is it? Your creatures
it. Text box or blank.
blank.
I love it.
That seems
I love it.
So good. I mean, he's frail. He's only 2 power, but we don't know what else is in the set. Maybe there's stuff to help beef him up, keep him around.
I will take my archives.
Yep.
I'm gonna play just the saddest Grand Melee ever. Yes.
That doesn't share, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That does not share a house with at least one of its neighbors. I do have a drop tip on there. Like, it's just so sad because all Unfathomable, all Star Alliance, all
Saurian. Yeah.
Sorry.
I have no idea where my Star Alliance is.
Okay, I'm gonna play Sigil Brotherhood.
Okay.
I will play. Interesting. Room. Where's I have left? Let's do an. I don't know what this deck wants to do.
Yeah. That's the fun thing about sealed. It's just like, what can I do the most of now?
Promise Blade just because it's funny. It helps you
Yeah.
much more than me unless you find a board clear. I'm gonna play a Battlefield Evangelist. I'll play a second Battlefield Evangelist. I'm going to pop Kelping Hands. So my creatures have poison this turn.
Mm.
Oh, I guess that doesn't necessarily matter because only one thing is fighting. Why did I call this house?
I guess to
I
play
think I
cards.
thought one of these guys was the guy from Mass Mutation that lets another guy fight. Like you fight and then the other fight
Oh,
is
yeah. I could see the artwork.
Squire or something or
I can't remember.
I should know this. But I am a Grey Rider.
Yeah.
Here, I'll have this guy take out trainer.
The trainer.
Yeah, so there's no point in me popping that poison. But
Do you want to
whatever.
put it back?
Okay, and I make a token.
Yep.
And then I will play 2 Ostentation Mounts. I'm gonna put one on Moon to gain 1, capture 1. We'll capture on Grey Rider and move Moon. I'm sorry, this is a mess.
You're good. You're good.
This is ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna move Moon next to the Grey Rider. So between Grey Rider and Battlefield. It has on now. I'll play another one of those on Collector Born. I'll move him between these two.
Mhm.
Just
Should be clear for everyone.
Just wins of
right?
exchange boards. Don't worry about it. Okay, and I will. I did not even get to check. Oh, I do capture one more from that one. So you are not forging. I did. Each of them have
Oh,
the
okay,
exact
nice.
same.
Okay,
influence on
yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah. That's
So we'll
very
go ahead
good.
and put that on this Battlefield Evangelist since it's also taunted. Okay. Ready up. And draw. 1, 2. Yeah, the star lines. It's very disappointing.
Let's go Saurian. Will future boost?
You don't have another pale, do you?
No.
I would be
I mean, not
so
yet.
mad.
Not yet, but
That would just... I would do so much right now.
is this too late? I think it's better for that in case I draw a board lab. That's right. Okay. We'll reap with Platopelta.
These like magic tokens, just like stack them.
We'll archive. Play Grammatic Thrax. Let's we're going to fight Moon. Dude, I have so many recruits in this deck. I'd
Want to make tokens.
we'll fight Grey Rider.
Okay.
We
Why
will
am fighting all my sanctum stuff.
reap. Well, Grey Rider
Oh, this
because
is yours.
of Sigil's Brotherhood.
No, I was being sarcastic.
3, 4, 5.
Makes a lot of sense. I just don't like it.
Recruit. Make another token. Right.
But I am glad I killed the...
This is ready though, right?
But I'm not checking, so it's not like...
Might as well. And I'll pass turn. Check at 9.
9 is a few. But I am going to go Unfathomable. Now I'm going to pop Helping Hands. All my stuff has poison.
Yeah.
And I will Sigil Brotherhood. I'm going to have Fight Platopelta.
So we'll trade there.
And then I will fight Thrax.
Yep.
Spread out a little bit. Okay, I will reap here and exhaust this guy. Is it better to just fight them instead of exhausting them? Okay. This guy's gonna trade there. Drive. This guy will go ahead and fight here. I don't think I care about Orator, so now I gotta make sure that was 2 tokens, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna roll 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reaps.
Yep.
2, 5. I'm not done.
And then there's more.
There is more. Okay, so these guys are all down.
Catch and release would be great for me. Please.
I want to do that. I'll play Guildspine Netcaster with a capture. We'll go ahead and put that on this token.
Sure.
Abyssal Sight. We'll gain Amber. I will destroy.
You'll capture.
I'll destroy Borin. You're not doing much on your turn, are you?
No.
Let's just get rid of that Rogue Ops for
Yeah. Makes
future.
sense. You do capture 1 there.
Okay, check at
13? No.
15. The rows of 7.
I at least forge for 6.
And I will shuffle and draw.
Promise Blade stays on my side.
So the abyssal sight is what I saw when I did the
Oh.
grunt work. And so I just planned out that turn poorly. That's one of the things. Like I really need to work on visualizing steps in a turn. I am very, very bad at that, and I think it's lost me several adaptive matches, especially lately,
Yeah.
because I'm just not sequencing things correctly or not thinking through like what the board state is halfway through the sequence. I'm not visualizing that. It's causing lots of problems. Unless people are nice and let me take it back. But online, that doesn't happen. And probably shouldn't for like a league game, right?
Yeah, and I think depending, especially when tokens are involved, it's hard to take those things back. So manual mode isn't the most ideal there. I'm gonna go Sanctum. I'm gonna pick up my archive. Let's play request donations, make a token, it captures 2. Future boost. Okay. We will play another request donations, capture 1 here, make a token, it captures 2.
This is too much.
I will deploy Shell the Safeguard, play Revered Monk. Before I forget, I will Promise Blade
You are
on the
still
Revered
technically down
Monk,
creatures.
play a Lightbringer Outpost. I didn't want to turn this into a token, but I think I also need to pressure you with board, so muster to make a token. You have more Amber than me, so it archives. I'll play another one to just get it archived. And I'll pass.
Both of us choosing to archive all of our sanctum until we are ready for the big turns. Okay, so I'll forge for 6. You can have your 2 back.
Tight game.
This.
Did you draw off the Camelani?
Probably. I don't know. That was a while ago.
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, am I going valuable?
Yep.
I don't like that shell. That's kind of annoying. Like helping hands. Play Fuguru. That's another thing for you to have to deal with. Is it worth trying to kill Chell? I wish I'd kept the helping hands now. Yeah, so we'll fight into Chell. So we'll take a 4 on Kelpbinder. Guys. Kamalani will fight this one. Take 2 damage. Guild Spine will reap and exhaust this one. Guild Spine will reap and exhaust this one. And then these 2 guys will reap and reap.
Yep.
Check at 10. Back to you.
Oh, yeah. I guess let's go Star Alliance. I'll Promise Blade first.
Why did I play that card? You did not draw into Rogue Ops.
I did not.
Okay. That is something you would do, though. But you have the Lightbringer, too. I'm going to have to go
I will grunt work.
pretty high.
3. Hmm. Yeah. It goes down. We'll make a token. I will future boost, I believe. I want to move this down here. And then I'll put an echo reflector on Revered Monk with a capture pit. Amber capture here. And I'll pass turn.
Interesting. Draw one less. You almost got disqualified. I can't even make those jokes after those sleeves. Okay. So he does not have armor right now. So I could just fight him. Well, so we are done. We finished the Hexad. This is just a sealed game now. But I would not say Hexad is vault worthy in that sense. Like
Yeah.
I think it's hard to get away from anything that's not best of one until maybe top table. And then top table you can do something, but like there's not a single game variant of Hexad. Basically be Triad.
Yeah. Triad with forced third game.
That gets messy fast though. It's very much a league setup. Like it works very well for that.
I can see it sort of being fun, but it's a long day, right? Like,
Oh yeah, and like the mental energy to look at, because one, we normally look at these deck lists online,
yeah.
and like you should be good at evaluating a deck list not online.
Yeah.
But it's so much faster
Yeah.
online. Like if you're trying to look at 6, like even what we had, like looking at those 6 decks and like actually reading through and like kind of getting a sense of what each deck is gonna do, like that'd be a nightmare. Triad would also take a while. Like how much time do they normally give for, or how much did they used to give for just looking at deck lists in Triad?
Well, I think just looking at deck list, you just get like 2 minutes. I would think it
Like,
was,
that would be so hard
yeah.
to do a
Yeah.
ban decision in that. But
I mean, even giving you like 5 minutes, I don't even think it's long enough.
okay, I'm gonna call. Well, you're not in check yet, so I don't really have to do. I just have to be careful not to give you amber. Can I actually kill him? Oh, he's got poison. Oh, anybody can have poison now. Yeah, I think I go back into unfathomable here. No worries, Liquid Squash. Thanks for hanging out. I feel like I need to figure out
Yeah,
a little
see you,
bit more
Nick.
how to get chat engagement, but it's just hard, right? Because we're
Yeah.
like, I think it's easier for chat to just sit and watch because we're actually have interaction. Whereas if it's just me playing against a computer, it's not quite the same. So it makes more sense to have a conversation with chat. Whereas in this, it's more just like you guys can heckle us, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Star Alliance is just kind of like a I don't need to do it play here, so we'll go unfathomable. So he's got poison, but he can have poison. So we will pop. Did you draw up to 5 again?
I only have 5.
Pop this. We'll have Guild Spine fight Monk.
Okay.
That Amber back. We'll have Guild Spine fight Jaden. I think I should have done my capture pips differently. Reap. I mean, reaping is the same as exhausting now, right? Because they count for 1 tax, or I can gain the amber that you're trying to tax. So I'll just say,
Yeah.
reap.
Yeah.
For 2 more. All right. Maverick Renrod.
If only.
Or Legacy, what's his name? Anthony.
Oof. Yeah. I want Anthony will be back. a mass mutation, more mass mutation, which would be fun.
I'm excited for that set.
Yeah, me
It's gonna
too.
be a good time.
I really love MM, and it sucks that it didn't really get a Voltor.
Yeah.
Right. It didn't. There wasn't time for you to play mass mutation at a Voltor because of the stupid pandemic.
It's still done
I-
well in some Vault Tours. There's one. Has it won any? It's one Alliance.
Becky won.
Becky won.
Roseville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good call.
I'm pretty sure there's been others, but Becky, I think, is the big one that stands out to me. Yeah, I don't think I can stop you here. I'll play Saurian. I'll Blade.
Stupid card.
Play Trainer.
No.
Make a token.
You can actually get close to stopping me probably because you
Player-
also have your 2
Aristotemus. Play Recruit. Make a token.
comes in ready.
Comes in ready. Thank you. Future boost. Move this to the bottom. I can make your keys cost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But that doesn't stop you. So, GG.
So there's 2 Borins, and this is the only upgrade. And it was also at the bottom of the deck.
I did have a second Echo Reflector, but I didn't see the Born again.
I don't know.
Man,
Deck.
Pale was like right there. Not that it would have helped me. I had to get rid of the Fuguru first, but. And then in doing so, playing Pale, I just give you more Amber. Oh well. Good game.
Yeah. It's, man, Sealed is fun. Just kind of the whatever decks are fun too.
There are 3 recruits and 3 musters in this deck.
That is 3 too many. At least. Because neither of those are like the ones you want either.
Yeah.
I guess the recruits aren't terrible, but you only have 1 legionary trainer, right? So like
Only 1 Legionary Trainer.
if you can get them archived, find your trainer, and then just do a big turn of dumping those guys. But like neither of us having like I have the red alert, but I didn't have a time that it made sense to play it because once I had a board, I never lost the board.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't
Um,
make sense. Like, I guess I could have traded some of my stuff into yours, but then I'm just losing it on Amber, right? So.
There's a lot of enhancements in this though. Lots of amber pips, lots of amber capture pips, some fun, some draw pips. The enemy is always good, but I didn't end up using it a whole lot. I think there's a world where you end up playing Starlines more.
Yeah, especially since you had the outpost. I was surprised you didn't, because you had that out turn 1. You could have gotten so much early value from that.
Well, but the problem was I kept drawing good value cards from Unfathomable, and I had the Unfathomable tokens, so it's like I might as well just keep calling
Yeah.
Unfathomable.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
If you had been clearing my board more, then I probably
Yeah.
yeah. All right.
How are you feeling?
I think this has been fun.
Yeah, yeah,
No, how are you
Yeah,
feeling?
but-
I can do whatever. I don't have a long drive to get home, but we also should eat something at some point.
Yeah. Nose goes. It's up to you.
Also haven't opened GR decks in a while, but have we heard if they have product?
No.
So we're supposed to be doing our Mars Civil War.
In 2 Mondays from now.
Yeah. In 2 Mondays from now, and we don't know if they have product. Because they have not been able to get it in for the past month.
Yeah, it's crazy. They said the reason they can't get it in is because they ordered so much Star Wars Unlimited that Asmodee wouldn't let them add more to the order, which is wild.
Yeah. How does your game get side railed by another game that didn't print enough of itself?
Yeah, and it's crazy, but it's not even just Keyforge, right? They
No.
haven't had sleeves
No.
in stock for over a month. I feel like they're like, what is it, display case of like
Yeah.
other card games is also
It's just
starting
getting
to look
emptier and
thin.
emptier.
Yeah.
It's just full of like old Digimon cards.
So I mean, yeah, Asmodee's like screwing over not just Keyforge but like other games that the store can be selling. So it's like wild to me. I don't know how all that works, but
I think I probably also got to take the dog out, so we should probably call it.
okay, yeah,
But,
that works.
Yeah, super fun.
Yeah, I'm glad this ended up working out. I think this should go well once we get product, and hopefully early September.
Yeah, I think that's what it's sounding like after they actually gave us an update.
Yeah.
It just kind of depends on how fast they get through the international stuff. But I think international orders are probably getting smaller because people are angry.
Yeah. I wonder, I'd be interested to know like how many international people actually backed.
Yeah, I know even like Linus Sue said he didn't for this round. It's expensive. The shipping is just crazy
Yeah.
for those. But the other thing is the discovery set. So that's not part of the game found, but I think our store will probably get some of those. I think it'd also be fun to do kind of maybe almost like a little bit more of a learn to play, like not super in depth, but get some of those like simpler decks. I think it's gonna be a fun set anyways.
Yeah.
I would like old Coda.
Who was I talking to? I don't remember who I was talking to. Someone on our local night, and I was like, I would love to do like come learn to play Keyforge, get some of the veteran players to come out, and then like just pair them up with someone new and try to teach the game. But I just don't know. Like, I don't want to like bring out 10 people who are familiar with the game only for like 2 new people to show up, and then
Yeah, I think
it's tough.
I don't know. I think one we need to get. I think they'll do this, but have them actually advertise our events as like calendar events for the store. Which means we probably just have to start running them on Monday nights because our store is always booked on
Yeah.
the weekends.
We need to be more proactive too on just solidifying a date.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause I don't even think the even though we've decided that, I don't know if they've submitted it to GG that their date is on the 26th. So I'm not sure if it's showing up on the map or not.
We need to talk to him on Monday. But if we have Discovery in stock, I think that would be fantastic because then it's just like here's
Yeah, I'm probably gonna buy a couple of decks. I want to know what's in the set, I guess, before I commit too much money into it.
I don't know, should be fun. But
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I think it's also getting hot in here. I turned the AC down, but this part of the house gets a lot of sunlight and there's no fan, so it just gets bad fast. But thank you.
Get a box fan. Surely that won't be disruptive to the stream at all.
I mean, so there are supposed to be filters where you can do that, and it actually like cuts it out. And I think this mic can do some of that stuff. But if I get lapel mics, it might be even better. But I don't know. We'll mess with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be on the lookout for more of these. There's nothing scheduled yet. I might talk to Austin, try and get him out for one of these. I can't next weekend, and then the weekend after that you'll be gone. So it might still be a couple weeks before we get one in, but yeah, let me know, Cloggin, if you've got feedback. I would love to hear it. But yeah, otherwise these will be up on YouTube, and we'll just try to keep doing them as we can make them available. So thanks so much for coming in.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, we will see you all next time. Later.